Welcome back to Lightmatter. Probably the dev commentary finale. I mean, I can't imagine this taking more than one episode. I haven't checked how long this last log is, but surely, and if it even is the last one, it's part 2 of Dexterity ending. Maybe there's a final one, like right at the end or something. Who knows? But anyway, we just have this left. Like I thought, I had to play through the beginning half of this level again, but that was fine, didn't take too long. So, let's just get into it, and let's listen to the last devlog, however long that is. Oh my god! Yep, okay, well, that's the rest of this episode, I suppose. And we'll see how far I can even get, like, in this level. Whoa. Well, I mean, it is all of them. That's weird, because last time they were like, this is the last from us, the final devlog, and then, like, it felt like, oh, the other half of the team would have the last one, but nope. Now they just have everyone in a group. So, here we go. Please be of decent volume.
It is!
Oh my god.
Hello and welcome to the last development
It's not of decent volume, it's really fucking low.
commentary here.
I feel like I probably need to lower this even more, because, yeah, it's just that low. If I don't do that, then when I boost it in editing, it's just gonna be drowned out by background noise.
From the Lightmatter team. We hope that
This doesn't affect this, does it? This might be very loud for me. Hold on.
you have been
No, it does not. It's just that quiet. God damn it. Oh, man. Alright.
enjoying listening to the previous commentaries that we recorded before
I haven't been able to listen to them. Please, come on, man.
the launch of the game. Now we have actually released the game on Steam only 2 days ago, and we would really like to reflect on that. So in this commentary
Whoa.
we are all sitting together.
It's pretty laggy.
And we will see how it goes. So just to introduce the team members here of Tunnel Vision, first of all we have Ulrik, also known as
They seriously don't have a devlog that's more quiet than this one. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just can't stop complaining about this because they just keep turning down the knob more and more and more and more. This is... I can't even hear. I can't hear what they're saying. I have to, like, not even breathe. And then only then can I barely make out a tiny, tiny whisper. It's so fucking low. What is the problem here? I don't understand. God damn, fix your fucking volume, please.
Ulrik, DJ Puffe,
Hullemann.
yeah,
Ludwig.
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about now.
We have Philip.
I guess pet names or whatever, nicknames.
Company mom.
Yeah, company stuff.
Flipper.
Flipper.
And we can also call you Gentle Giant.
Hashtag fløde.
Yeah, Flemse.
Flemse. He's a lot of names.
Yes, and we have Lasse.
Feels like this is just a bunch of in-jokes that
But why?
no one will understand except them.
That's the
Lego
carry.
Lasse, the best one.
A lot of people call me the carry. So.
Shut up.
Yeah.
It's,
Especially when you play Counter-Strike with people.
yeah.
And we have myself, Gustav.
G-Star. Vixo.
Yeah, Vix.
Yes.
Can I find some
Also some
last
names
burgers,
from
maybe?
Yeah.
That's probably good.
Yeah. We have a... no, just go on.
Okay, and next to me we have Benjamin.
And Benjamin, that's Benji.
Benny boy.
Yeah, Benny 92, Terrius the Titan.
That was the most important one.
Or like Virgil, basically.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
mastermind
pretty much.
behind Virgil. And we have Austea as well.
That's Fea.
Åse.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We ordered that burger.
And Austea, many different pronunciations basically of Austea.
Yeah.
She's never really told us. She all the wrong ones. Okay, she never really told us how to pronounce it, so we're just really trying our best here.
Yes.
She could be a Russian spy.
Hmm.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, so the idea is basically that we would like to reflect a little bit on the game and the launch, and like see what things that we really were happy with, like achievements in terms of the work you're
Damn it.
doing and what you're happy with. Like, yeah, just looking at what we did, and we've been working on this for many years, and of course, it's just really, really different to be on the other side with the game out on Steam. So, and I think Benjamin, you have some reflections you would like to start with.
Yeah, go for
sure.
it, Benny 205.
Thank you. I think first and foremost, seeing like now after having seen the feedback and some reviews and basically everyone praises the puzzles, right? That's like the most important part.
The cornerstone of
Yes, and I have both some comments about that and like what we've been able to achieve as a team, but also some more personal things, and like that we've all been able to go from not knowing very much about puzzle design. Like we had a very basic understanding. We love puzzle games when we went into this project, and we knew a lot about game design, but it was all very like theoretical. Like
surface level.
Yeah. We had done a lot of small games, but we haven't really trained our skills or really developed our skills. And that just happened throughout this project. And seeing that we were able to learn puzzles from the very beginning, and really in the beginning we failed a lot.
Yeah, we made so many small prototypes that didn't work.
Yeah.
Even we didn't even know what tools we wanted to use in the beginning to do it with.
And then that everyone says it's very clever puzzle design, and I mean there are of course always people that don't like it, but we can generally say that this is how people respond, that they like the aha moments.
Can I even lower this more? Like, I don't think this will turn it off.
Like the Eureka moments.
It's like not even, those sound effects are not even dependent on the sliders, so there's nothing I can do about that super loud background noise, and it's so frustrating.
Often describe, and they're just really like it's apparently addictive.
Also, the pacing of the puzzles is really.
The puzzles are addictive?
Exactly, and
In what way?
we basically
They're puzzles. I mean, they're fine.
So that was pretty cool.
Some of them really
And
good.
I guess like my personal achievements throughout this project kind of reflects that, but in some different areas. Like before we started on this project, I've programmed quite a few games, just like Gustav, and I had some areas that I liked, like mostly like systems and design patterns and stuff like that, and how to make nice and clean code, and just I had some areas of interest there, but then we needed some computer graphics programming, like writing shaders, and I always had an interest in that, but I wasn't at all good at it. I wasn't skilled. But then throughout this project, I basically learned that, and now I feel kind of pretty confident in it, just jumping into a shader and writing it from the bottom. I think that's super nice to see that, okay, I wasn't able to do that at all before I started this project.
You're very insecure with your skills and your ability to learn it at the beginning, and like that has, but you like kept your head strong and your motivation in check, and like now you're just
Is this just gonna be 30 minutes of patting each other on the back, I suppose?
awesome to this black magic of programming.
Yes, man. But yeah, and then seeing that people actually really enjoy the graphical style and just think that the graphics are awesome. To see that kind of contrast, like coming from nothing, just like the puzzles.
Yeah, and it's so funny because you especially see all the small things in the shaders and stuff that you would like to improve, and there's always something that could be better. But when it's actually out there,
The thing is, don't I have to, like, wait here and just listen to this? Because now it's, like, the ending, and if I complete the ending, I don't think I can keep listening, so I probably just actually now have to sit here and just listen to this from now on, so I guess we'll do that. Really wish I could turn off the background sound, though.
and people play the game, they don't see those small things.
Yeah, I have a list of things that, like, small artifacts I see, and no one has mentioned it so far.
That's nice.
Maybe it's something on your glasses.
I didn't even hear what he said, because it's so fucking low.
screen or something.
Yeah.
And also we here in the office we play on an old television, and we've been doing that for many years. But just before we launched the game, we actually played on a new, was it OLED or just LED television?
No.
We
It
were
was
anyway.
it was a like we borrowed it from another company down the hall, and they say they just got it cheap somewhere, so it's nothing special. But like compared to this 10-year-old
Yeah.
TV that we're using,
Our game actually looks good.
yeah, like it was
On that.
like a whole new
Yeah.
world to look at it like that.
Yeah.
And finally, it's kind of the same as with writing shaders, but writing the story, like coming up with the story, and structuring it, and learning how to write, and also in part voice directing, stuff like that. Things I didn't know, but learned along the way. Cool.
And you've written a lot of like scripts, different versions
Yeah. Oh my
of
god.
the game.
Yeah,
for
I
the
think
game.
we might have around 30 different versions.
So that's your highlights for this project.
Yeah, exactly.
So should we take one of the next online? Would you like to talk about what you have like learned and enjoyed
Yeah.
with this game, Ulrik?
Yeah,
Ulrik.
Ulrik. Yes.
Ulrika.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the audio designer and composer.
You did a shit job! I'm sorry, but seriously, if you're the one in charge of this devlog, like mixing and stuff, boo! Everything else in the game is fine though.
For the game, and the thing that after the release, I'm really happy about how the music was received, because that has been really difficult, because the story and everything has just come together in the last few months.
Yeah.
So it has been really difficult to write music that actually fits specific areas and stuff. So I've actually written the music all through the project, and tried to get a feel of which areas that were there, and then we have put it together afterwards to the areas that it fits in.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy about the reception of that. So
Yeah, and the funny thing is most people don't talk about audio when they like review a game or something. It's really difficult to get people to reflect on, like, if it is bad, then they will mention it, but if it is good, then sometimes people like, yeah, it's good, but
It's like an invisible hero.
yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the point, though. Like, audio that is done well doesn't have to stand out. It doesn't have to be something you notice, like, wow, this sounds so good. It's just like, it immerses you completely in the experience to the point where you don't even realize that the good audio is happening. And I mean, that's kind of something I feel like audio people should understand and, like, appreciate. And, well, I guess it can be hard if you don't get praised for your hard work compared to, like, artists and, like, visual stuff or gameplay stuff or level design stuff or whatever, but sure, you can make, like, really gripping music or something, but if people just generally talk about, like, the experience of the game being good, you can probably assume that they're also talking about the audio and, like, how that elevated everything else, in my opinion.
Many people have pointed out that the soundtrack is really nice, and people are already uploading it to YouTube and stuff. So, and they want it on Spotify, I think. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Like, how many tracks do you believe you made through this project?
I think maybe 40 or something
Yeah.
around.
And can you talk about the naming of your
Yeah,
tracks?
I named all the tracks. See you on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So-
And it's the same with the names of the levels. Like, we have some internal names, but now we just use the numbers instead. And it can be difficult for people to, like, refer to a level or to a music track.
But Ostea can talk about that, because she, like, all the names mostly
Oh, yeah.
are Danish.
Started out in Danish.
Yeah, they're just
Weird
really
Danish
bad
names,
puns.
and then she just translates them. She refuses to speak Danish.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I can relate to that. I refuse to speak Swedish, but also they didn't translate all the names, so that's kind of strange.
Yeah. One of the coolest thing I've experienced since we released the game is actually to see people play it in this way, because we've done a lot of testing in-house where people come in every week and tested our game, and we also seen people at conventions playing the game, but like nothing beats this feeling of seeing people play the game in this way now, where people have the ownership of the game.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if you look one-to-one in like how people play, you might not be able to see much of a difference, but it's the whole atmosphere and the attachment and the relaxation and the comfort of them playing and being...
I like how they just completely, like, shove the sound guy to the side. Now they're just talking about unrelated stuff. Like, he didn't get more than a minute to talk about the sound.
Totally honest to themselves, because when a developer is standing or is in the near proximity of a guy playing, like, oftentimes they will put on a filter or
Yeah, they want to be polite.
Exactly, and that's something that is
And yeah,
absolutely amazing to watch.
yeah, when you watch it on like a live stream on YouTube, people are very direct.
Very direct.
And that's really funny for us to see, because it seems like people are really hating on Virgil in like a good way, and like, they want to kill him, and they're just commenting on all the lines that we wrote. So
Yeah, it seems like it's that part especially like really ended up in a good place.
Yeah, we never thought about it, like streamers reacting to it, but of course it kind of it's a good setup for that.
Yes.
Because you know, the things he says are a bit go like overstep some boundaries.
Some of the time indeed.
yeah,
And we were quite talking about streamers. We were actually quite worried about the game and the streamability of the game and how that would translate into viewership and so on. But we found out pretty much immediately that this is, for us at least, looks to be a very good game to stream, because of the banter and the challenges being in a
and the hidden secrets that like
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really nice to see that some things are hidden. I thought, okay, well, maybe one person will find it. Like these tiny little things that it's 4:30 in the evening, and I'm just thinking, okay, I'll just hide this tiny little thing before the end of the day.
Yeah.
And they're finding them, and they're happy and commenting about everything. So that's super nice.
I feel like I hardly found anything, because I think I even complained that, man, I wish this game had more, like, secrets and stuff. And I mean, sure, I guess it seems like there's some hidden achievements and whatnot, but like I've said in the past, I feel like more branching things would have been kind of fun. Just not even like a branching storyline, but just like little side things you could do, or world building things you could find by going into a spare room, an extra room that isn't part of the puzzle and whatever. In that sense, it was very linear, and I feel like most of the secrets that I've missed are probably just like kind of hidden in plain sight, and I've just walked past them, I would imagine. But we'll see, I suppose.
Nice.
There's still one secret we have confirmed that no one have found yet. Maybe confirmed at least.
It's also nice to see that people who really love the game, when they complete it, they say, oh, thank God, there's like 20 achievements I don't have. And then it's just nice to see that they still feel that there's a lot of value left.
Yes, and also when they go into the extra menu afterwards and see there's the speedrunner layout that you can put on also.
yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully people will like to listen to us talking when we put this in the game later on.
Who knows?
I also think
I would love to be able to listen to you.
one of the things I hear, I watch a lot of streams, that a lot of streamers, I don't know if they complain, but they would like if it was like our game, is the slow pace of it. They have time to stand still and interact with people in the chat. So our game is not a in-your-face action game, so they, you know, sometimes let go of the controllers and interact with people in the chat.
Yeah.
And of course the banter, I think also people in
I don't really feel like that's a good thing. Like, that's just making the best of a bad situation when you're speedrunning. Like, your game having just dead time where you're just waiting for a cutscene or a door to open or whatever. Or like sitting in an elevator or climbing a ladder or whatever. That stuff is never good. Like, sure, I guess it can be nice if you have like a 4-hour-long speedrun game, and then you have some, like, 10-minute cutscene or whatever, then yeah, you can, like, take that time to go to the bathroom or whatever, but yeah, I don't think that's something that you should, like, design intentionally, and I don't know if they did, but, like, personally, I would have liked if there was a way to basically just skip most of the story and waiting time in the game. Like, if you turn on speedrun mode, then it should just, like, cut out all of the story and waiting times, I feel. That would have been an extra step above in quality. So I kind of disagree with this, like, oh, it's nice because you get to talk to chat.
The chat like to really annoy the streamer. They have this, not in a bad way, but in a fun way,
Yeah.
In a friendly way. I kind of see that tendency along all streams.
And it's also a lot of fun just to observing the community on Discord and Steam and stuff, talking about the characters in the story and like coming up with theories about how is this universe connected to like Portal, of course, and other universes. So it's just funny to hear.
Yeah, but like, we put in so many little connections to other universes that more than half of them were not even theorized about yet.
Yes.
It's gonna take more time.
Should we maybe once for all, like, say that we have permission from Valve to?
Like a lot of people on the streams, they're talking about can they actually name drop Aperture Science and Cape Johnson and all that. And I guess you can. It's not like copyrighted, but we did actually talk to Valve about this, and they are very much into the idea of like connecting the universes. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun for us to do, and if people find it and enjoy it, that's nice for us.
Exactly.
So,
What do you mean find it? It's in the story! You can't avoid hearing about Portal and Aperture Science and finding the radio that plays the melody. It's like in plain sight where you walk. It's not a hidden away secret. That's kind of my problem with it. I would have preferred if it was just a little secret nod instead of like part of the main story.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun to make early prototype of a companion cube.
Yes.
yeah, and Ulrik, you got to make the Still Alive music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was also fun.
I think for me, the biggest, like going from nothing, as Benjamin talked about, from having no experience in no game at all to where we are now, it's just been a long journey, but it has been really interesting to see how people have believed in us and like helped us along the way. And we have been through a lot of, for example, publishers who we talked to and asked if they want to help us get the game out, and most of them said this is going to be a difficult game to get out because it's single player, it's linear, it's one-time game, people stream it and then they will never buy it. But we felt we had something and we kept on pushing, and it seems like it's working, and that's really nice to see.
One of the things that was really hard.
That is a point. Like, when you have very linear puzzle games, then, and there's like no difference in the puzzles whatsoever, and there's no real replay value, then yeah, I guess you can make the argument that like Let's Plays and streams and stuff hurt sales because people will just choose to watch the game instead of play it. And yeah, I think that's perfectly valid. It's probably true. But I mean, I also think it probably does promote sales as well, because someone might be watching a little bit and then see this looks really cool and then stop watching and then buy the game and play it for themselves. So I don't know, I feel like it probably balances out, but who can say? But that's also why I think it would be fun if they came out with a level pack with like maybe a speed challenge time that you have to get under, or I don't know, like, you know, Portal has the how many portals you've placed down, I believe. I mean, it's been so long since I did those, so I can't remember, but they had like different categories that you get ranked on, and you want to try and get like the gold medal in all of them and stuff. If they sort of made something like that with all of those levels that they've made but never ended up in the final game, I feel like that would add some nice replay value and like just play value, because someone might see someone play those levels and then think I can do better and buy the game to get them, and then like you know, have leaderboards with records and whatnot. I feel like that would be also a good thing to promote sales for the game, but I guess it might be too much work, or they might not be even interested in doing anything like that. Who knows?
About also selling our game through was the was the fact that our graphics for a long time halted behind our mechanics. Like we had a good feeling about our game mechanic, and I had that from almost the first day. But our graphics has lagged behind for a long time. Austere, you joined the team like
Nearly 2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, it's already. And
Months ago.
yeah. You went quick.
You know, I actually feel like because I'm interjecting and talking, and I'm not just listening to it from start to finish, this is just ending up taking longer than it probably should. So, this might be a shitty thing to do. You might frown, but I think I'm gonna just leave it off there, and we'll just continue listening to this, like, second half-ish of this, and I'll probably have some more thoughts to talk about, hopefully, and then complete the ending, and if there's more time, then, as I've said, we have a bunch of achievements to try and figure out, though I think I'm probably just gonna look up most of them, because I've tried to figure them out and got nothing. But yeah, I have a feeling if I don't, this is going to end up being like a 45-minute video, and that's maybe a little bit much for me. So, thanks for watching, I'll leave it off there, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!